3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Another week of fun. Thank you very much, guys, for being here with us. We appreciate it. Puff and Steph on your listening device. Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai. Right on the price, right on the pike. So, fun fact, a little inside information here. Steph and I are actually recording this show before the weekend, so we have no idea how our weekends were. So, Steph, I want you to come up with your best weekend ever and say that's what happened this weekend. So looking forward to the weekend that's about to happen. Think of all the stuff that could happen. Give us what transpired and made it the best weekend ever.
Oh, okay. I went to Olivia's show on Friday night with some of my friends. I love going to her gigs. Saturday, we went golfing. And then Saturday night, we went downtown because COVID wasn't a thing in my fantasy land, and we were allowed to go out and do fun things like that. And then Sunday, I went for a hike with my family and the doggies.
Okay, so that's not actually what's happening, though. I meant, like, what you have coming up this weekend. Yeah, not just... No, I mean, like, tell us if your weekend were to go perfect as seeing what you have coming up. What would it look like?
Gotcha. Okay, so that was like my fantasy idea of a weekend. This weekend, the big thing is that we have Pico Saturday, which we talked about a little yesterday. So we have our Perry County tournament Saturday, and in an ideal world, we win the tournament.
By a million, yeah.
And Sunday, I watched football and did something productive.
All right.
Like went for a run or cleaned.
Cool. Very nice. My weekend looked like this. I played in a golf tournament on Friday with some friends, and we won. Then Saturday, I DJ'd a wedding that went amazing, and they tipped so well. And there were 6 other brides in attendance, and I booked 6 other weddings. And Sunday, I sat and watched the Bills beat the Rams 42-12.
Oh, that does sound like a good weekend.
Yep, no, it was a great weekend. So we'll see if any of that comes to fruition. Like I said, we're doing this show before the weekend, so good luck. Good luck, everyone. So in terms of COVID, there's been a lot of bad things happening. I mean, people are out of work. Businesses are closing. Some people are unfortunately like losing their homes, and it's been hard on some families, obviously. Here's one of the weird side effects of COVID: a dumbbell shortage. Did you know about this?
Is it because people are like trying to work out at home?
Yeah. They've become some of the most coveted items of 2020. The resale market, sites like eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, dumbbells are being sold for twice to sometimes 6 or 7 times the amount they went before the coronavirus pandemic. Obviously, this shut down gyms all across the country in March, so people started ordering weights from retailers, which burned through their inventory and placed orders that most likely went through China. At the same time, China's winter and spring lockdowns kind of gummed up the supply chain. Retailer stock remains sporadic, sometimes taking months to ship. COVID has had a massive impact on the dumbbell and actually just pretty much any at-home workout market.
Wow. Actually, I guess I kind of knew this because my neighbors were trying to put a gym in their basement, and they had ordered a bunch of stuff in April. And they're like, yeah, it's not going to be here till July. Like, I know there was like, it was all backed up.
Yeah, I actually managed to get, I don't even know, it's like a bow with like resistance bands on it. You can do a lot.
A gorilla bow.
Yeah, it's okay. It's like a knockoff of that, but it's still that. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. I managed to get one of those in my house. And so I have the exercise bike and the gorilla bow. So I'm good. I can do cardio and strength training.
See, that's nice. During the initial shutdown, when I couldn't go to the gym, I was just running outside and hated every minute of it.
Now, I'm not saying I actually do that. I'm just saying that I can.
You haven't.
I have the ability to do that. Not saying that I do. I don't want people to misunderstand what I'm trying to get at here.
Right. Just to be clear.
So this is super gross way to start your week. A factory in Vietnam was caught washing and reselling more than 320,000 used condoms.
Ew. What?
They passed them off as new. This is what they did. They allegedly had roughly 1,000 of them collected and delivered each month to their facility. They were reshaped to make them look fresh again.
Ew.
Then placed in new packaging. Somehow, Vietnam authorities got word of this, and they did a raid. Local police seized more than 324,000 used rubbers.
Ew. This sounds like what I do with my sports bras after I wear them at the gym and I want to wear them again the next day. I like spray them with perfume and put them in the dryer. I'm like, close enough. Freshen it up, get its shape back. That's what it reminds me of. Except for what I'm doing is legal. It's disgusting, but
and
legal.
It's just you. I mean, disgusting. It all depends on how much you sweat and how much you're comfortable with. You do you.
Oh, I sweat a lot.
Anyone judges you, whatever. It's your life. You live it, right?
Yeah.
This is way different. This is nothing like that. Like, at all. This is like, I would wear one, throw it out, someone would fish through the garbage, pick it up,
Ew.
bring it to this facility, they would roll it back up.
Ew. This makes me want to puke.
But it's here's the thing. It says nothing about them sanitizing it.
Ew.
It says not like, is there like, and maybe, okay, I'm married man, been years since I ever bought one. Okay. Is that market like really lucrative where you save a lot of money by used one? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
they're only, a few cents a piece. Let's say you get real fancy ones and they're $2 a piece or whatever. Like, how much money are you really gonna make off of
Right.
this?
Like, is it worth it?
It can't be. I don't understand. Maybe I'm sure there's a lot about this particular business that I don't get.
Right. Well, you know what? I want to go back to something you said. You said they fish them out of trash cans. Like, so they have somebody who just goes through trash and looks for them? Like, are they just hitting up frat house trash cans or what? Like,
so this is in Vietnam. I don't know. I don't really know where you would look. Like, where's the hotbed for them? But this is all that it says. The company had roughly 1,000 of them collected and delivered each month to their facility. So do they hire people to do this? Is it a third-party company that specializes in finding used rubbers? Like, I do have questions, but I don't really know if I want the answers. That's the thing.
right. Like, yeah, I don't know if I want to know.
Like, I want to know, but am I afraid of what I might find out?
Probably.
So, Steph, I'm glad that you're trying to equate something in your life with this, but this is nothing. This is way different than your sports bra analogy.
Well, that makes me feel better about myself.
This would be like if you wore your sports bra, sweated in it, like really gross sweat, like the grossest sweat you could ever have, and then without washing it, you take it to like Dick's Sporting Goods, and Dick's Sporting Goods puts a new tag on it and sells it to someone.
As it's sweaty and gross and sticky.
Right. That's at least close. It's still not the same, but it's closer. It's closer.
Right.
To what that. Yeah. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, kick off the week with Misconnection Monday, and I don't even know how this thing is possible.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
We kick off the week every single, I screwed that up. I'm so bad at this job. We kick off the week how we'd like to do it. Misconnection Monday. I don't know where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought. We scour the pages of Craigslist, help Central Pennsylvania find love, or let you know that somebody has been watching you or did watch you or stared at you and thought that you stared back and there's a connection there. I don't know. It's Misconnection Monday. Let's do this thing.
This one is very short, sweet, and to the point, and I picked it for a specific reason, which you will understand right away. It's called In Search Of. This is all it says. In search of a nice Perry County gal that might want to hang out tonight for a little bit. That's it. Just looking for a Perry County. The only stipulation is that you must be a Perry County girl. That is his type.
Steph, that's you.
I'm Perry County girl.
You're a nice Perry County girl, but you don't live there anymore.
I don't. And I'm wondering if he's saying that just because of location or if that's just his type. Like he just likes Perry County girls.
What if you were to answer this, right? You go over to his house. You hang out, you're having a good time, and he goes, well, where in Perry County do you live? And you go, well, I grew up there, but I live in Harrisburg now. Get out of my house.
You're a liar.
I don't talk to liars, and I definitely don't talk to people who leave Perry County. How I feel so betrayed. I thought I could trust you.
Seriously, I guess that he just wants a Perry County girl. That's it. No other stipulation.
Pack your bags. Get out. We don't want you here. Stunning fit girl in Giant. This is in Mount Joy. You'll never see this, but I've never seen a sexier girl in my life. By the way, this guy really likes using the ... dots.
The ellipses thingy.
So, yeah, the is that what they're called? The ... dots?
I think it's called an ellipsis. Ellipses, yeah.
Where it's like a train of thought that... Oh, okay. Well, learned something
there.
Anyway, let me continue. You'll never see this, but I have never seen a sexier girl in my life. ... Burgundy stretch pants wrapped around a breathtaking, strong body. ... Glasses dot 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 doing a little early Thursday shopping and getting chased around the store by a handsome older guy.
It does not say that.
Swear to God.
Oh my gosh, what a creep.
Yeah. In case you see this, dot dot dot, hoping it makes you smile. Spectacular. Dot dot dot.
No.
There's just so many things about this. Like, the dot dot dots are ridiculous. He mentions the stretch pants on a nice, strong body. I don't know what that means. Does that mean fat? Like, what does a strong body mean? Fit?
Right, like, is fit? Is he calling her thick?
I don't know.
THICC?
And then the part where it's like doing just a little early Thursday shopping and getting chased around the store by a handsome older guy. So he admits, like, following her around giant.
And she's probably running away from him as she's being chased.
Well, she has a nice, strong body, so she could probably run fast.
That's true. So that guy used a lot of dot dot dots, and this one is almost in like a poetic form. They use slashes instead of the dot dot dot.
Oh, okay.
So it's called On the Phone Rollerblader. It says funny and then enter, enter, enter. Silly rollerblader on the phone on Route 50 dash quite amusing dash back and forth talk and I didn't hear you dash coordination and strong core dash thanks for the Jasper style beautiful weather backslash do what you will.
What?
So terrible grammar. I think what this guy's trying to say is, I'm looking for the silly rollerblader on Route 50. You were very amusing. We talked a little bit, but I couldn't hear you. You're very coordinated. It was a nice day out. Hit me up if you want to. That's what I got out of it.
Okay.
And it made me think, do people still rollerblade? You know, I guess it must stand out. People must be attracted to it.
That's what you got out of this? Is the question of, do people still rollerblade? I think this guy might be a serial killer. So I picked this for two reasons. One is going to be obvious, and one I was hoping you were paying attention. See you running. Hot girl running Wednesday afternoon, burgundy spandex. I was in pickup. We locked eyes. You were in town. Hit me up with the color of truck I have. Like to connect. Okay. So, couple things about this one. Guys have this really, at least in misconnections, have this really odd thing they do where they think if you lock eyes with someone, it means that they love you or they're interested in you.
Yeah, no.
Like, I lock eyes with people all the time for a split second, and then we turn away awkwardly. Like, that's life. Life is a series of awkward incidences. Okay?
It is.
That's all it is. And that's probably all it was with this girl running. And you're like, we had a moment. No, you didn't. No, you have eyes. She has eyes. Depending on how far away you were, there's actually a really good chance you didn't lock eyes. She just looked in your direction, and you looked at her. There's a really good chance she was looking 10 feet to the side of you, and you just thought that she was looking at you. Or maybe
you're probably creeping her out.
Yeah. Or maybe you got a weird wonk eye, so you don't even know what's going on. But anyway, stop saying, like, in all these misconnections, we locked eyes. So what? I lock eyes all the time. I lock eyes with girls, with dudes, with dogs. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't mean I love all of them. So just, chill out with the locked eyes thing. That's the first thing. Did you notice something else about this one?
It was the second girl this week that had on maroon pants.
You do pay attention.
I do.
My very first one said burgundy stretch pants, and then he used burgundy spandex. Could this be the same girl?
Maybe it is. Maybe she went for a run and then went to the grocery store and got stalked by Creeper Man.
She got stalked twice. First, she locked eyes with her soulmate in a truck. Then her second soulmate was following her around giant.
What a lucky girl. She must be really good looking to have two guys write these about her. What a lucky girl.
She's so lucky. She's the luckiest. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not quite sure how this even happened. An Indian man accidentally swallowed his toothbrush and had to have it surgically removed.
Oh.
He was reportedly brushing the back of his throat a couple weeks ago when the toothbrush slipped in and disappeared down his gullet. The man went
down his what?
Gullet.
What is that?
It's like your throat. It's another name for throat. Gullet.
Gullet.
The man went to a nearby clinic where doctors could not find the missing toothbrush. They sent him to a hospital. He received a throat scan and x-ray. Surgeons suspected the brush had entered into the stomach, so he performed surgery, cut open the stomach, and there it was. It went all the way down his throat into his stomach, a toothbrush. Steph is someone who is a huge fan of dental hygiene. Maybe you have a different view on this, but I would like to know how the heck one swallows their toothbrush.
Right, it said he was brushing the back of his throat.
Right, so if you're like doing the toothbrush thing, I don't want to make that motion too much because I want people green screening me or anything. But if you're brushing the back of your teeth, I brush my teeth twice a day. Never once was I like, oh, that was a close one. That almost slipped down my throat. Oh,
exactly.
Oh my God. Like, you ever walk down some stairs and you've walked down those stairs hundreds of times, and for whatever reason, you miss one stair and you almost fall down the stairs and you got to jump down the last two stairs and you're just like, your heart skips a beat. You're like, oh my God, I almost died. Right?
Yes.
That's how I am with toothbrushes sometimes. You're brushing your teeth, and then oh man, I had to pull that toothbrush out real quick because that almost went down my gullet.
Every night. See, the thing that I'm thinking about, not only did he have to have it so far in there, but you have to make the swallowing motion for something that big to go down. So he must have gotten it stuck back there and then proceeded to swallow. Like, is this guy looking for attention?
Yeah, he got it. He got attention in the form of stomach surgery to cut it open. But see, now that I know it can happen, now I'm going to be double worried about it. I'm going to be so paranoid. At first, it was just like, no, don't get worried, Puff. There's no way you're going to swallow that toothbrush. And now I know that it can happen.
Another thing to worry about. Add it to the list.
Do we need that? Do we really need that? Coming up in just a couple of minutes. Speaking of worrying about things, good luck sleeping tonight.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
I don't mean to startle you, Steph, but this is going to startle you. Just being honest.
Oh, good. Good.
A new study finds that the average person is being filmed more often than they think.
Ew, what?
You're on video a lot more often than you think, Steph. A lot more often.
Like when?
From walking the dog to driving into work, researchers say Americans are being caught on security cameras at least 238 times every single week.
238 times?
Yeah.
That's terrifying. I mean, not that I'm ever doing anything like that I shouldn't be doing, but it's still just awkward to think about. It's like whenever you see a cop and you're driving past them and you're not doing anything wrong, but you still feel like you have to like sit up straighter and like turn the music down. It's like that. Like I'm not doing anything wrong, but it's still creepy to think about.
It's believed by next year there'll be about one camera for every 4.6 people in the United States. Yeah.
So it's going to get even worse.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Great.
Much of the weekly surveillance happens on the road, believe it or not. Researchers say the average American is filmed 160 times each week while driving. One of the biggest reasons is for the growing number of cameras at major intersections. So they put cameras, like red light cams.
Wow.
Steph, were you ever worried about being filmed?
No, I've never thought about it. I mean, there are times when I go through a yellow light and I freak out like, oh crap, if it turns red, am I going to get a ticket in the mail? Because I know they do that sometimes, but that's the only thing I've ever thought about.
As far as I'm aware of, it's not bad if a red light turns red when you're under it. It's like when it's already red and you go through.
Right.
I think that's when you can possibly get a ticket from a camera. My brother got one, actually, I think in downtown Rochester. He got a red light thing because he's an idiot.
Poor Trevor.
I'm thinking like simple things like walking into Giant. They have cameras there, and they have cameras all over the place. You go into any store, there's probably surveillance cameras. A lot of restaurants and bars have them now, both on the inside and the outside of their properties. So, yeah, you're always filmed. I know that I went to this place. I went to do a job interview in this one place, and there was cameras all over the place outside. So I got, surveilled, if you will. Now, I don't think my neighbors are sitting out there with cameras, but think about this. I have one of those Ring cameras at my house. So that's another. You come to my house, I got you on camera.
Yeah, that used to creep me out when I would watch your dogs. Again, not that I'm doing anything I shouldn't be doing, but like, oh, I don't want Puff to see me doing this cocaine. But it's like, I still feel weird about knowing that I'm being watched.
Of all things, you're like, I'm going to go over to Puff's house, walk his dogs, and do a line of blow. Of all the things you could have picked.
I don't know. That's just the first thing that came to my mind.
All I'm thinking of is like Scarface with this giant amount of cocaine, but instead of Al Pacino, it's Steph just put her hand there. Oh, Puff's house is the best house.
Oh no, he has a Ring doorbell. He's gonna see me.
Why? Because you're doing it on my front porch where my Ring doorbell is, and not in my house.
Right. Yeah. It wouldn't even be the proper setting for something like that. Anyway.
Just Steph. She's worried about her leaving my house, turning around, and I just see a bunch of white right under her nose, and I catch it on the Ring doorbell. I'd be like, oh, you did a lot more than just feed the dogs, huh? Wow. I don't know, Steph. I don't know if I want you coming over to watch my dogs anymore. All right. Time to stump Steph. 6. Sorry. I'm just having these mental pictures of you freaking out, and never mind. 69% of couples say doing this shows that you don't trust your partner. 69% of couples say doing this shows that you don't trust your partner. There's a lot here. I'm trying to think if I can narrow it down a little bit for you. It's not at all about snooping. This isn't like a trust as in like not cheating. This is something.
I was going to say going through their phone.
Sure. No, this is something completely different. This is just trust in general.
Does it have to do with money?
No.
Does it have to do with checking your Ring doorbell to see if they're doing cocaine when you're not home?
No. 69% of them? No.
Oh, this is hard. My first thing was like going through their phone or going through their bank account.
Basically, let me tell you, it's trusting them with something. Like something that's yours. Like if you were dating a guy and he wanted to do this thing and you didn't, like 69% of people said that it shows that you don't trust your partner if you don't let them do this. I don't know.
Drive your car?
Oh, snap. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I thought that was going to be a hard one, so I'm a little relieved.
It said not allowing them to drive your car shows that you don't trust them. This is a tough one because let's say you have a really expensive car, right? Or it's not just you don't trust them, you don't trust people around them. Like you could do 100% of things right. Like let's say you and I were dating and your car broke down, you need to take it in. I would and be like, "Hey, Puff, can I use your car?" And I had some like, you know what, just the Kia that I drive now. Let's just say, I might go like, "Well, don't they give you like a free, like courtesy car or rental car or whatever like that?" Like for a number of reasons. One, let's say something happens, even if it's not your fault. Let's say somebody rear ends you or somebody runs a red light. Obviously, number one priority is, are you okay? After that, you crashed my car. Even if it's not your fault, you broke my car. You broke my car while driving. It could create resentment and stuff like that.
Right.
Now, obviously, now it doesn't matter with like my wife. She wants to drive my car. She drives my car. It's not. But I'm thinking more like a couple months into a relationship, things like that. Like after a certain time, like at what point do you just say, yeah, you're going to drive my car? I have this really nice Beamer. You've been married to her for 15 years. She's not allowed to touch my car.
See, to me, that's a little weird. If you've been like in a committed relationship for a length of time, I feel like you should let them drive your car.
All right, next one. 26% of women say this is the thing they dislike the most about sleeping with their partner. What is it? 26% of women say this is the thing they dislike the most about sleeping with their partner. Now
he snores.
That's a really good answer. It's not right. I bet it would be higher than 26%. It's something different than snores. Snores is the go-to one for sure, though.
He hogs the covers.
Nope.
There's not enough room for all the dogs.
Nope. 26% of women. This is what they dislike the most. I'm trying to. It's something he can't help.
He smells.
He smells. He smells in his sleep.
Is it like body heat?
I'll give it to you. He sweats in bed.
Yes, right. Like he gets hot and he sweats and it's like giving off that heat. Yeah.
I'm telling you this right now. That's not our relationship. The wife and I. Like on her end, she is a heater. She is this crazy, like while she sleeps, she like emits this heat. Like it's sometimes uncomfortable to be around. She's so hot when she's such a hot sleeper.
She's so hot.
She's such a hot sleeper that it's uncomfortable sometimes.
Right. Yeah, that is uncomfortable, especially when you're under the covers. Like you got to have a fan blowing on you if that's the case.
It is what it is. And it's weird too, because like I like it really cold at night, and she's like, it's too cold. I'm like, it's too cold because it's like sleeping next to a radiator.
See, in my singleness, I've learned to appreciate having my own space and my own bed, and I can make the temperature and the environment whatever I want. That is a beauty.
In
part of that.
your singleness. And you keep everything at home, and you just come over to my house to do the blow. All right. That was your very interesting Monday show. We learned a lot about each other, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.